So, what happens when you cross Cujo with the most dangerous game? Well, you get downrange. Hello everyone, welcome back to another movie analysis slash review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Downrange. Now, this is a slasher horror thriller. Take the point of these 6 young little youngsters. They're not teens, but they're not adults. They're supposed to be like younger. They're driving down the road, they blow a tire, lo and behold. But you know the premise of the movie because just simply in the description that I was given on Shudder, the description of the movie is that they're being picked off by a sniper. So when they blow a tire, it's completely obvious to the viewer that it's a sniper. You're just waiting for them to get to that point. But this is not a critique of pacing. This movie was very tense in that regard up until they started dying. That's when you really got it. Now, I thought it was going to be like there's a guy in the woods chasing them with a rifle. That's kind of what I figured. But what actually happened is they're basically pinned behind this SUV throughout the entire movie. It's very good. I liken it heavily to Cujo, because in that movie they were stranded in a car. In this movie they're stranded behind a car. However, Most Dangerous Game, if you don't know what that's about, to sum it up, a guy was so good at hunting he got bored of it and decided that he was going to hunt the most dangerous game, which is people. So he kidnapped a guy and he hunted him on his island. That is how this worked. And it ended up ending out the same way as the Most Dangerous Game, in which the hunter becomes the hunted and dies. Now, let's take a look at the rifle that he used real quick. They said it was an antique. By the way, side note, I'm not opposed to having an omnipresence, right? Someone who just knows what's happening. They can tell the rifle that they're using. They can tell it's high power. They know it's a sniper. They know what to do, etc., etc. I am not opposed to that. What I am opposed to is to the extent in which no one else seemed to understand what a sniper was. Only she knew. Like, no one else could grasp that it's a sniper. That's like the big thing. It's a sniper. Usually when you hear about a sniper, it's from the perspective of the sniper. Here are some great sniping movies that have existed in which the sniper is the good guy. However, this movie, it was from the opposite end. I can name you no other time when the killer was seen and they just couldn't do anything and the killer just sat there. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but nothing's coming directly to mind. Again, the closest thing I can think of as a slasher is Jason and Michael, who just move slowly. But this is not that. The movie is expected to be moving at a fast pace. Now, you have 6 people, spoiler alert, all die. So many deaths happen, and quite frankly, more people die than what we were realizing, because, as he said, this person has been killing a lot. Flashing forward to the rifle at the end of the movie, he makes a mark every time he kills somebody, and quite frankly, this guy has killed a lot. Ironically killed by his own gun. But this scene opens up one of the major faults of the movie. For some reason, bullets don't affect people the way they should. Take it, our first victim, right? He's seen here with his head blown out, headshot, through and through, clean wound, dead, one shot, after finding the bullet mysteriously falling out of the tire. It was very quickly after that they discovered his body. Then, another bullet, this time hitting her. Now, side note, while one bullet dropped him, this bullet just happened to graze her, or maybe it didn't. It looks like it hit her in the head, so it didn't drop her, which was weird. And then a second bullet, also hitting her in the head, finally drops her. But as we learn about 5 or 10 minutes later, she didn't die directly and is still technically coughing up blood. Then she dies. That's what drives this character, Todd, maybe? I don't know. Their names are very forgettable. Into a fit of rage, if you will. That's not the first time that bullets seem to not affect people in the manner that they should. For example, after the car crash in which this couple gets out, the woman, it takes about 4 shots for her to drop. She seemingly just keeps walking it off. Gets right back up, keeps going. You would think after getting shot, no matter how dazed you are, you would think that you would, get to cover. But the husband has to come over and pull his wife to safety, even while under sniper fire. Now, he can't hear because of the car wreck. That's not at all suspicious. But what is suspicious is how unreluctant he is to actually duck and stay hidden before the car inevitably explodes. The daughter, of course, being just a bystander who is one and done. It's not but that's not the only time that it takes multiple bullets to kill. The killer himself has to be taken down with like 3 or 4 shots. And of course, being beaten to death with the butt of his own gun. An ironic fate nonetheless. What was weird though is how the gun was jammed, causing him to have to be beaten to death, and then the bullet unlodged as she was beating him, shooting herself in the throat and killing her. Why it didn't pop out the back of her head, or at least kill her in one shot, we'll never know. Let's take a quick look at the end before we go. Again, very short video because, quite frankly, short movie. This woman gets into the truck, drives at full speed seemingly, and slams into a tree. Not only does the truck take no damage, but the tree is shook enough to where he falls out of it. Again, she walks out unscathed from the crash. He falls out from the tree, falls on top of the car. That's the problem with that scene. It was way too this would never happen-y. What I mean by that is, if you have something that is trying to be as realistic as possible, hence, driving truck into tree to knock the sniper out, that can happen. Whatever truck that our main characters seem to be in is almost indestructible. Check out this car crash scene in which the couple in the car goes flying over, yet the SUV does not budge. Just, whoa, way over there. Our black character, let's go to him, Token as I like to call him. The killer may have had a bit of a racial motive in how he died. I don't know his name, hold on. Eric. And Eric's death. Eric's death was really drawn out. Like, really drawn out. Not only was he shot twice in the leg, he was laying there in the hot sun, went to take a drink, was shot again in the hand, and just left there. As then we see the killer take a drink of water and eat a piece of jerky. This killer was watching him. Used another girl, full target by the way. She sits in the line of sight of the sniper. This girl's name by the way, Jody? I think? Maybe? This girl Jody sits out in the middle, draws out his fire, and this guy, and Eric thinks, oh, I can get away. The sniper must have been using that to bait him. You can't make an SJW anthem out of this movie. If anyone could, I'm sure someone already has. But I haven't found anything, so I'm going to assume that because you don't know anything about it, I'm fucking rambling again. God damn it. All in all, this movie was gory, it was suspenseful, and it was awesome. Even if I spoiled the ending for you, I highly recommend giving it a shot and watching Downrange. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Let me know what you guys thought of Downrange, or if you would consider checking it out. Remember, it is a paid service to see it. You know it's through Amazon, and you know it's a secure source. My name is That Analysis Guy, and I will see you all next time. Peace.